Tonight, from the gym at Sandy High School, it is 6A Mount Hood Conference basketball featuring the Sandy Pioneers. The Pioneers' opponent tonight, the Gresham Gophers, a matchup of two top 15 teams in the state. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Hall. I'll be doing the play-by-play tonight. And we come into this game, the Gophers, they are 10-3 overall, 2-1 in the Mount Hood Conference, currently ranked number 8. The Sandy Pioneers, they are 11-2 overall, 2-1 in the Mount Hood Conference, and they are ranked number 15. So this will be a big night for these two teams. If you're not familiar with Oregon Sports Beat, we are the leader in live local high school sports. This will be the 5th top 15 team we've seen in the last week here at Oregon Sports Beat. Last Monday night, we got the number 4 Lincoln Cardinals. Last Friday night, in an amazing game won by Barlow with the shot at the buzzer. That was Barlow, who's currently ranked number 7 in the state, and Central Catholic, who's ranked number 10 tonight. Like I said, these two teams, Gresham ranked 8th, Sandy ranked 15th. I had a chance to talk with both coaches beforehand. They gave me lots of information, so we're just about ready to go. Stands are filling up. The Blazer mascot's going to be here tonight at halftime, Blaze. So that'll be a big thrill for all the fans. We're going to have our national anthem and then the introduction of the starting lineups, and we'll get to that. Head coach is Paul Henderson for the Sandy Pioneers. This is his second year here. He was at Riverside for 10 years. Head coach Corey Lockhart for the Gresham Gophers. Second year with the Gophers. First year head coach, 2 years at Wesleyan, 3 years at Park Rose. Coach Lockhart said his family back in Mississippi wants to catch the game, so I gave him the information. If you're out there, thanks for joining us here. PA announcer giving on the standard information they give about sportsmanship, so we'll do that. Right after that comes our national anthem. Beautiful gym here at Sandy High School.
Any spectator removed from this event may be banned from attending future activities and events. Speak out if you see inappropriate behavior by immediately notifying event management staff. Please help us make this a safe and healthy environment for our student athletes today.
4 8-minute quarters. This is one of those great facilities that has a scoreboard that lists the fouls and points for each player individually, so that'll help us as we go along.
At this time, we would like to take a moment to recognize our officials for tonight's contest. Oregon has lost
Introduction of the officials.
In the last few years, a drop of nearly 30%.
3 players for Gresham will not play tonight. Number 4, Amari Johnson, the senior. Number 5, Owen Cummings, a senior. And number 2 is Oscar Hangamena.
And welcoming them for tonight's event.
Our refs are getting a pat on the back from Blaze.
We also have one more special guest for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Portland Trail Blazers mascot, Blaze!
All right, there's our introduction of Blaze. Like I said, this is a big game. Sandy at 11-2 overall, Gresham 10-3. Both teams 2-1 in the Mount Hood Conference. All right, our national anthem.
With the playing of our national anthem.
All right, Mountain Hood Conference 6A basketball featuring the Sandy Pioneers, their opponent, the Gresham Gophers. We're going to meet the starting lineups for these two teams. We'll start by the Gresham Gophers head coach Corey Lockhart.
A junior, number 11, Nate
Number 11,
Gilkey.
a junior, Nate Gilkey.
A senior, number 13.
Number 13,
Marcus
a
McKinney.
senior, Marcus McKinney.
A junior, number 22.
A junior, number 22, R.J. Alexander.
A senior,
A senior, number 23, Scotty Riddle. And number 24,
Senior, number 24, Isaiah Pippa White.
the senior, Isaiah Pippa White.
The Gophers
Watch
are
him
coached by
tonight.
Corey Lockhart. And now the starting lineup for
Now the
your
starting lineup for the Sandy Pioneers. Head coach Paul Henderson in his second year, Coach Lockhart in his first.
A senior, number 1,
Number 1,
Nathan
the
Thompson.
senior, Lathan Thompson.
A senior, number 2,
A senior, number 2, Gabe Piles.
A senior, number 3, Jake Dunham.
A senior, number 3, Jake Dunham.
A junior, number 10, Marcos Ramirez.
Number 10, the junior, Marcos Ramirez.
And a sophomore, number 20,
And number
Jacob
20,
Brown.
sophomore, Jacob Brown. Pioneers will start a sophomore, a junior, and 3 seniors. Gresham will start 2 juniors, 3 seniors. All right, we're just about ready to get this underway. Again, thanks for joining us here at Oregon Sports Beat. I'm Dave Hall. One thing I love about the gym here at Sandy, it's one of those bowl gyms, you know, you gotta walk down when you come in. So we're looking right down on the floor. Jumping up at center for Sandy, it'll be, well, let's start. For Gresham, it'll be Nate Gilkey. Ball control quickly, right in, right away. A bucket for the Gophers, Isaiah Pippa White. 2-0 Gophers, just underway, first quarter. Shot from the side, iron. Rebound, Pioneers on their own shot. Pioneers with the ball on top. Now right underneath. Try to get the ball to Brown, knocked away. Here come the Gophers. Pippa White dishes off. There's a shot for 3. Yes, buried it. Scotty Riddle for 3. Gresham goes on top, 5-0. Long pass. And that one knocked away. Pioneers keep it. Having trouble now with the pressure. Pioneers 11-2, 2-1 in the Mount Hood Conference. Jacob Brown holds the ball up high. Out way on top, that's Lathan Thompson. Number 10, Marcus Ramirez. Works his way inside, puts up the shot, a bucket. Ramirez, his first bucket, 5-2 our score. Isaiah Pippa White brings it up for the Gophers. Looks over at Coach Lockhart. Gophers down the lane, dish off underneath, the shot, yes. Up and in, Nate Gilkey. Gilkey with his first 2. 7-2, Gophers lead. Over the timeline, Ramirez. Down the lane, dishes underneath. Ramirez has it back, sends it out. Pressure on the ball. Brown, stutter step. Timeout. Pioneers want to take a timeout. We have timeout on the floor. 5:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Our score, Gresham 7, Sandy 2. Gresham points, 3 for Riddle on his three-pointer. A bucket each for Pibble White and Gilkey. For the Pioneers, their only bucket was by Ramirez. That's our score, 7-2. Sandy's 2 losses this year. A loss to Mountain View of Bend, 72-47. A loss to Barlow, 82-47 in their last game. Losses for Gresham this year. The opening game of the season, they lost to Oregon City. Then they lost to John Paul High School of Texas and a loss to Barlow. So both these teams have lost to the Bruins. I did the Bruins last Friday night. Boy, they are outstanding, especially sophomore Jalen Atkins. Brown, Ramirez gets a look, lets it go. Yes, that is a 3.
Ramirez for 3.
Ramirez has all 5 Pioneer points, 7-5. Inside, dishes off in the corner, lets it go from the side, bounces. No, goes behind the backboard. That was on the shot. That was Marcus McKinney. So 7-5. Pioneers a chance to get back even in this game, maybe even take the lead.
Fouls on number 23, Scotty Riddle, his first personal foul.
Foul is on number 23, Scotty Riddle, the Gresham Gophers. That's the first team foul. Pioneers inbound the ball. Pioneers underneath, puts up a shot. Turnover. Gophers will inbound the ball.
Fouls on number 2.
That's
Gabe
a
Piles,
charging
his first
foul.
Personal foul.
Foul is on number 2, Gabe Piles, his first. In the corner. Now down low, back out in the corner, lets that shot go. No, doesn't go. That was Riddle. I'm sorry, R.J. Alexander for Gresham. Down the lane, scoop, up, too hard, put back, yes. What a tip in, back in the bucket.
Marcus McKinney.
Marcus McKinney with a bucket. 9-5 Gophers. And that's tipped out of bounds. The pass was intended for Jacob Brown in the corner. Gophers tipped it out. Pioneers will throw it in. On the throw-in will be number 3. That's Jake Dunham. Out on top, Ramirez. Picked up by Pippa White. Underneath, down low, turnaround. No, Iron gets his own rebound. Brown puts it back up. He's fouled. I believe it's going to be on Gilkey. Brown will go to the line, shooting 2.
Nate Gilkey, his first personal foul.
It is on Gilkey, his first.
At the line, shooting 2, Jacob Brown.
Brown at the line hits the first one. His first point in the game. Second shot on the way, yes, got them both. Brown 2 for 2 at the line, 9-7 Gophers lead. 3:53 left to go in first quarter. From the outside for 3, no, that doesn't go. Gophers having a little bit of trouble on the 3-point ball. Gets the rebound though inside, puts that up, that rolls around, doesn't go. Pippa White fouled. Isaiah Pippa White will go to the line.
Number 20, Jacob Brown, his first personal foul at the line.
Foul is on Brown, his first.
Pippa White.
Each team now with 2 team fouls. Pippa White at the line. He's got 2 in the game. On the way, got it. Pippa White with 3, Riddle with 3 for the Gophers. 3:13 left to go in first quarter. Pippa White, second shot, got them both. White with 4, leading scorer for the Gophers. 11-7, Gophers lead by 4. Ramirez, pressure. over the timeline down low and throw it away. Tried to get the ball underneath, thrown away. Gophers will inbound. Full court pressure from the Gophers caused that turnover. Riddle head in to Pippa White. White has 4 in the game. Inside, sends it back out on top. There's a shot, doesn't go. Rebound underneath. Gophers have it tied up. That foul is on number 10. Marcus Ramirez. Gophers will inbound underneath. Gilkey puts up a shot. Rolls around the rim, doesn't fall. Pioneers with the rebound. And whistle and a foul. Non-shooting foul. Pioneers will inbound.
Marcus McKinney, his first personal
Foul is on number 13, Marcus McKinney, his first. Pioneers get the ball in. Right in the lane, the shot, yes, that goes. Gabe Piles with a bucket, his first basket in the game. 11-9 Gophers lead. Pull-up jumper, that doesn't go. Tipped around inside. Rebound, Jacob Brown. Pioneers quickly down court. Gophers didn't pressure the ball that time. Brown, a long three, buried it.
Brown for 3.
Brown with 5 in the game, and the Pioneers take the lead, their first lead of the game, 12-11. Shot from way outside, that doesn't go either. Gophers having trouble with the 3, that was RJ Alexander. Inside, shot up, too hard, fight for the rebound. Tipped around, goes out off of the Pioneers. Gophers will inbound under the basket.
Game for the Gophers, number 3, Ulysses Gutierrez.
Checking in for the Gophers, that's number 3, and that's Ulysses Gutierrez Guzman. 2:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Pioneers lead 12-11. Isaiah Pippa White on the weave. Underneath, reverse layup up and in.
Isaiah Pippa White.
Pippa White, he's got 6 in the game now. Gophers go back on top by 1, 13-12. Tried to steal the ball that time, Riddle did. Reached in, charged with a foul.
Foul on number 23.
That's
Scotty
the
Riddle, his
second
personal
on
foul.
Riddle, the 4th team foul on the Gophers. Pioneers with 3.
Checking into the game for the Gophers, number 14.
Jamari
Jamari
Phillips checks in for the Gophers, number 14. Marcus Ramirez at the free throw line, turns inside, scoops it up and in. It goes. Oh no, travel. Takes away the bucket. I thought he was even going to get a shot at the 3-point play, but traveled before that. Turnover, Gophers ball. They lead 13-12.
For the Gophers, number 23, Scotty Riddle.
Scotty Riddle checks back in for the Gophers. He's got those 2 personal fouls. Coach wanted to talk to him on the side. Down the lane, stops. Trying to get some help, sends it way out on top to Pippa White. Down the lane goes he, puts it up. No basket, he traveled. Boy, baskets at both ends nullified by traveling calls. Pippa White called for traveling. Ball goes back to the Pioneers. Gophers lead 13-12. 1:25 left to go in the first. Ramirez does a little stutter move. Gophers get the rebound. Marcus McKinney underneath, scooped around, doesn't go. Rebound, Pioneers. Jacob Brown doing a great job for the Pioneers underneath the bucket. I'm sorry, Gabe Paul on that rebound. It was 2, not 20. So Paul with the rebound. Shot for 3, buried it.
3 points, Jake Dunham.
Jake Dunham. Pioneers up by 2 now, 15-13, 42 seconds. Pippa White, pull-up jumper from the free throw line. No, he's fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Foul on number 10, Marcos Ramirez, his second personal foul.
Foul is on Marco Ramirez, his second. Pippa White will go to the line. He has 6 in the game.
Into the game for the Pioneers.
Leading scorer for Sandy, Ramirez with 5 and Brown with 5. All right, Pippa White heads to the line. He's 2 of 2 from the line, 3 of 3. 7 points of the game for Pippa White. White with 7. Pioneers lead by 1, 15-14. On the way, got them all. White 4-4 from the line, 8 points. We're even at 15. Checking into the game, Carson Riley for the Pioneers. Oh, I'm sorry. White was fouled at shooting a 3-pointer. He's got another free throw coming. White at the line. Gets it, 5 of 5 from the line. 9 points in the game, a 1-point lead for Gresham. White fouled on that 3-pointer, got 3 shots and hit them all. Big hop step, shot blocked, tipped around. Gophers come down with it. R.J. Alexander. Riddle picked up out on top. Down the lane, dishes off underneath. Oh, too hard. Tried to get it to McKinney. Too hard, goes off his hands. 4 seconds left. Let's see if the Pioneers can get a shot off before the end of the quarter. Quickly, gonna have to shoot. There's a long shot. No. Doesn't go, and that is the end of the first quarter. Our score at the end of 1. It is Gresham 16, Sandy 15, scoring in the game so far for the Gophers. Pippa White with 9, Riddle with 3, Marcus McKinney with 2, and Nate Gilkey with 2 for the Sandy Pioneers. 5 for Jacob Brown, 5 for Marcos Ramirez, 3 for Jake Dunham, and 2 for Gabe Piles. That's where we stand, 16-15 lead for the Gresham Gophers. I mentioned earlier, both these teams are 2-1 in the Mount Hood Conference. Both of them, their loss coming to the Barlow Bruins. Sandy's losses to Mountain View and Barlow. Gresham's losses to Oregon City to open the season. Then they lost to John Paul High School from Texas, and then they lost to Barlow. Gophers 1-1, then ran off 3, lost 1, ran off 4, 1-1, and ran off 3.
The Stronger Together poster for the Sandy Pioneer basketball team is their motto for the season. Thank you, Wyatt Hargrove.
Current Mount Hood Conference teams in the top 15. Clackamas number 6, Barlow number 7, Gresham number 8, Central Catholic number 10. That's with a 5-8 record. Central Catholic, I tell you, is that good. And number 15 is Sandy. The other teams, 26 David Douglas, 27 Nelson, and 46 Reynolds. Later I'll give you the top 10 current teams in the state. Like I mentioned, Oregon Sports Beat has seen 5 of them in the last 2 weeks. All right, ready to start the second quarter, 16-15, Gresham leads. Gresham on the roster, 1 sophomore, the rest juniors and seniors, the Sandy Pioneers. I'm looking for it here, I have it real quick, hang on. I'll get that to you in just a minute. Referee was over talking to Coach Lockhart. We're going to inbound this ball to start the second quarter. Pioneers will inbound the ball. Coach Lockhart, 3 years of Park Rose, 2 years of West Lynn, 2 years of Gresham, the head coach. This is his first year. Pioneers, Marcos Ramirez out on top. Gets it back out. Gresham pressuring the ball. Three-pointer bounces around high. Rebound taken away by the Gophers. Number 13, Marcus McKinney. McKinney, the shot for three. Oh, rolls around the rim, doesn't go. Rebound, Pioneers. Lathan Thompson with the rebound. 16-15, 1 point lead for the Gophers. And ball tipped, was tipped ahead. Gresham with a steal, but that's going to be a foul, reaching in foul on the Gophers.
Fouls on number 24, Isaiah Pippa White.
The foul is on Pippa White, his first, 5th team foul on the Gophers. Ramirez will inbound the ball under the bucket for the Pioneers. To Brown. Brown guarded by Alexander. Ramirez guarded by Pippa White. Taken away, a steal. Alexander down the lane, waits, puts it up. Oh, off the iron, tipped around, that's tipped in. I believe the tip in's going to go to Guzman. Now they're going to give it to Riddle. Tip in by Riddle. There's a shot, a bucket, but another travel. That's 2 buckets for the Pioneers, where they've made a basket, got called for traveling. Riddle now with 5 in the game after that last bucket. The lead is 3, 18-15. White, there's the shot for 3. Yes, buried that one. Riddle now with 8 in the game. 5 straight points for Scotty Riddle. The lead is 6, 21-15. Brown holds the ball up, needs help. Gabe Piles. Spins around, dishes it off down the lane. On the baseline, a shot, hits the side of the basket. Underneath, all alone, the layup up and in. Fast break, that's Guzman on the bucket. 23-15. And Pioneers want to take a timeout. Gophers work that fast break to perfection. Got it underneath to Ulysses Gutierrez Guzman. He got the bucket. The lead is 8, 23-15. In fact, 7 straight points for the Gophers here in the second quarter. So Pippa White with 9, Riddle with 8. That's 17 of the 23 that Gresham has. Said I'd give you the top 10 teams in the state. Let me give them to you quickly. Here's the current OSAA rankings. Number 1, West Lynn. Number 2, Mountainside. Number 3, Beaverton. Number 4, Lincoln, that I saw last week, and boy, are they good. Number 5, Tualatin. Number 6, Clackamas. Number 7, Barlow. Number 8, Gresham. That's 3 Mount Hood Conference teams. That's 6, 7, and 8. Number 9 is Southridge. And number 10, another Mount Hood Conference team, Central Catholic.
Pioneer basketball players walking around with 50-50 tickets tonight. Tickets are $1. For 1 ticket are 6 for $5. They'll be selling these tickets throughout halftime or through the game and through halftime with an announcement of a winner at the end of the third quarter, middle of the third quarter.
Both teams back out on the field. Pioneers will inbound the ball. They need a bucket. 5:12 left to go here in the half. Have not had a point here in the second quarter yet. Ramirez dribbles behind his back. Gopher defense has been pressing. Back out on top, Ramirez. Lobs it over on the side. There's a shot, a rebound. Quickly, here comes Pippa White underneath. Gophers out on the run now. That's McKinney. McKinney with the bucket. He has 4 in the game. 25-15. That 1-point lead is ballooned to 10. Gophers steal that ball. Here they come again quickly. Pippa White works his way inside, dishes off for the 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound, though. Gophers spin move, the putback, waved off, traveled. We've had 4 buckets in this game, 2 by each team that got waved off for traveling. 25-15, a 10-point Gopher lead. 4:47 left to go here in the first half. Pioneers still have not scored. Brown shoots, across the rim, rolls in and out. Roy rebound. Pioneers have it. They send it back out on top to Ramirez. There's a big shot. Oh, Ramirez hit a long 3. He's got 8 in the game. The lead is 7, 25-18. Pippa White, pullback jumper, bounces, no. Rebound inside. R.J. Alexander with the rebound, but a foul. Foul's going to be on the Gophers. And the foul is on number 3. Gutierrez Guzman.
His first personal foul.
First personal foul. Ramirez. Wayne Zimmerman, number 4, puts up a shot, kind of bounces around, ball goes off of the Pioneers, out of bounds. Gresham will inbound. Riddle, throw it into Pippa White. And a whistle and a foul. Foul is going to be, let me make sure it's a foul. It is a foul.
Number 3, Gutierrez Guzman, his second.
Gutierrez Guzman picks up another foul, his second. 3:12 left to go in the first half. 25-18. Pioneers inbound the ball, tipped out of bounds by McKinney. Pioneers will do it again. Ramirez, picked up by McKinney. Starts down the lane, puts up a shot, rolls around, doesn't go, rebound. Gutierrez Guzman. Here comes the Gophers, reverse layup. Pippa White went to the length of the court and laid it in. He's got 11. Went the length of the court, dribbled down the left side, put up the reverse layup, bucket. 27-18, lead goes back to 9. There's a whistle and a foul. Brown's fouled in the lane.
Foul on number 22, R.J. Alexander, his first personal foul.
Foul is on R.J. Alexander, his first. At the line is Brown. Brown has 5 in the game, including 2 from the line. First shot, it goes. Brown now 3 of 3 from the line, has 6. Checking in for the Gophers, number 14, Jamari Phillips.
Number 11, Cooper Myers.
And number 11, Nate Gilkey checks back in. Second shot coming up for Brown. And that rims in and out. Tip.
And number 14, Jamari Phillips.
Goes out of bounds off of the Pioneers. Gophers will inbound. They lead by 8, 27-19, 2:59.
Cooper Myers, his first personal foul.
Well, they actually called a foul on that. The foul was on Cooper Myers. So there was a foul. 18 fouls. We're in the bonus situation on Gresham. Stolen away by Brown. Brown down the length. Stuffs it. Wow, that got the crowd going. 8 in the game for Brown, and he jammed it. 27-21, the lead is 6. And Wait just a second. There may be a technical foul for hanging on the rim. I think that's what the call is. Brown stuffed it. That's going to count. Hanging on the rim's a technical. And to take the technical, Marcus McKinney. Plus it'll be Gophers ball. McKinney makes that. I'm sorry, that's a two-shot foul. Two-shot foul, second shot on the way, got them both. McKinney gets them both. (29-21), 8-point lead. Gophers will inbound the ball. That's a 2-point technical, hanging on the rim. A bucket here could get a Gopher lead to 10. They were up 25-15. Underneath, ball goes out of bounds, goes off of the Pioneers. Gophers will inbound this one. 2:33 left to go here, the first half. Riddle. Pippa White. Inside, pull-up jumper, doesn't go too hard. Tipped back, that doesn't go. Rebound inside, number 5, Hunter Dunham. Fans weren't happy with that technical for hanging on the rim. Brown got the bucket, though. He has 8 in the game. Cooper Myers. Ramirez looked like one to take the 3. Starts down the lane, dishes off on the side, from the side for 3. That doesn't go. Rebound Gophers. Dunham missed that. Hunter Dunham. Quickly down court, up and inside. Does the bucket count? Traveled. Oh my goodness. First half, that's 5 traveling calls on made baskets. 3 on Gresham, 2 on Sandy. I don't know, I've seen that many travel calls on made buckets in a long time. Coach Lockhart with his hands up at the referee like, what? .126 and a whistle.
Number 14, Jamira Phillips.
The foul is on the Gophers, number 14, Jamari Phillips. That's we're in the bonus situation, the 1-on-1 for the Pioneers. This is Marcos Ramirez. Ramirez with 8 in the game. First free throw attempt. On the way, got it. Ramirez with 9. 29-22, 126 left in the first. Second shot on the way, double figures for Marco Ramirez. He has 10 in the game, the lead is 6, 29-23. Riddle. Down the lane, McKinney puts up a shot, front iron, rebound, Pioneers. Dunham with that rebound. Pulls the ball down and takes a shot, rebound Gophers. Here comes Pippa White. Pull up 3, no. Rebound Pioneers. 55 seconds. Boy, up and down the court here the last 30 seconds. Baseline move, spins around, puts up a shot, that doesn't go, rebound inside. Gophers having a whistle and a foul. Foul gonna be on the Pioneers. 19 fouls on the Gophers, 6
Timeout, Gresham.
Pioneers. That was a timeout before any foul calls, so there's a timeout on the court. Again, let me recap where we are. 29-23, Gophers lead by 6. They led by 1, 16-15 at the end of 1.
Which means to come down to the court and shoot the 3-pointers. Or sodas, for 2 beer bottles of sodas. $1 a shot.
At the end of the first half, I'll recap the scoring for you, and then we'll take a break.
There may also be a little bit of a mascot challenge between Pioneer Pete and the Portland Trail Blazers Blades. At this time, we'd like to take an opportunity to thank our sponsors, Peak Trophy and Engraving, First Call Heating and Cooling, Monique Farina with Berkshire and Hathaway Realty, and Chinook Falls Dental. Thank you so much for supporting Sandy High School Athletics.
All right, Gophers headed back out onto the court with a 6-point lead, 38 seconds on the clock. Nice crowd tonight. Gophers with the ball. Will they play for one? I doubt it. Next year's shot clock goes into effect in Gresham High or in Oregon high school sports. Out on top, Pippa White looks up at the clock, 20 seconds. They may be going to play for one. He holds up one finger. Riddle down the lane. McKinney, shot blocked. 6 seconds. Pioneers with the ball. Gonna have to get a shot up. There it is. No, doesn't go. And there's the horn. That's the end of the half. Our score here at the end of the half, it is Gresham 29, Sandy 23, a 6-point lead. Gresham led 16-15 at the end of 1. Outscored the Pioneers 13-8 in the second quarter. 29-23 is our score. Let me recap the individual scoring for you. We'll start with the Gresham Gophers. Gutierrez Guzman has 2. Nate Gilkey has 2. 6 in the game for Marcus McKinney. 8 in the game for Scotty Riddle, including a couple of 3-pointers. And 11 in the game for Isaiah Pippa White. So White with 8, White with 11, Riddle with 8, McKinney with 6. For the Sandy Pioneers, Gabe Piles with 2, Jake Dunham with 3, Marcos Ramirez has 10, and Jacob Brown has 8. So 10 for Ramirez, 8 for Brown, 3 for Dunham, and 2 for Piles.
Here comes Blaze. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we're going to take a break at halftime. We'll come back with about 2 minutes to go before the start of the half. Our score here at halftime, Gresham 29, Sandy 23.
The loudest person gets the gear. You might be behind me, Blaze. Get your free Trailblazer gear. You gotta cheer loud, folks. Who doesn't just give it to anybody? He's got another bag of swag. That's a basketball, folks. That's a basketball coming your way. He wants to hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Blaze. Thank you for being here this evening. I understand we might have a mascot shootout coming up a little bit later on in the half. He's calling out Pioneer Pete, folks. If you are a 9th grader or older, you are on the scoreboard, the big scoreboard side, shooting from bottles of soda. If you are an 8th grader or younger, you are on the concession stand side, shooting your bottles of soda. It's $1 a shot. Come support Sandy High School athletics.
No,
All right, welcome back. Halftime here at Sandy High School. Mount Hood Conference basketball action. Our score at halftime, it is Gresham 29, Sandy 23. The Gophers led 16-15 at the end of one. Outscored Sandy in the second, 13-8. And that's where we stand at 29-23. Again, our leading scorers in the game for Gresham, it's Asaya Pippa-White with 11 and Scotty Riddle with 8. For the Sandy Pioneers, it is Marcos Ramirez with 10, Jacob Brown with 8. Pioneers in that first half made 7 baskets total for the half. 4 of them were three-pointers. Pioneers have 4 three-pointers in the game. Jake Dunham has 1, Marcos Ramirez has 2, and Jacob Brown has 1. For the Gresham Gophers, they have 2 three-pointers in the game, and Scotty Riddle has both of those. Both these teams 2-1 in Mount Hood Conference action. The Sandy Pioneers 11-2 overall. The Gresham Gophers 10-3. I'm Dave Hall for Oregon Sports Beat. Thanks for joining us. I mentioned at the beginning of the game, Coach Lockhart for Gresham said, hey, my family lives back in Mississippi. Can they listen to the game? I said, sure, and I gave him the information. So if you're listening, Coach Lockhart looks pretty calm over there on the sidelines, enjoying a 6-point lead. We happened to talk to both Coach Lockhart and Coach Henderson at the Sandy Pioneers beforehand. Also had occasion to talk with Garrett Lubert, the athletic director here at Sandy beforehand. I told him what a great facility this is. This reminds me a lot of the gym at Mountainside. Teams headed out on the court. Riddle, Pippa-White, Alexander, Gilkey, and McKinney on the court for the Gophers. Leighton Thompson, Gabe Piles, Marco Ramirez, Jake Dunham, and Jacob Brown. Gophers with the ball. Pippa-White lobs it down low in the lane, now kicks it back out on top. McKinney works towards the middle, puts up the shot. Brown blocked him from getting a good angle on this shot. There's a shot from the outside, doesn't go. Rebound, Gilkey. Here come the Gophers. Down the lane, puts up a scoop shot. Let's see how this is going to go, a block or a charge. It's going to go, a charge. I thought that's how it might turn out.
Fouls on number 23, Scotty Riddle. His third personal foul.
That foul is on Scotty Riddle, and that's number 3 here right as we start the second half. 29-23, Pioneers with the ball. Marcos Ramirez got those 2 3-pointers. Brown down low, spins around, puts up the shot, missed. Pippa-White tips it. Gophers come down with it. McKinney. Pippa-White in the lane, pull-up jumper up high. Yes. Wow, did he get elevation on that shot? Pippa-White with 13 in the game. That ball goes out. Pioneers turn it over, lose the ball on the sideline. Gresham will inbound the ball. Riddle will inbound it. Riddle to Pippa-White. R.J. Alexander. Gilkey leads it for Pippa-White, dribbles between his legs to the 3, back iron, rebound though, goes back to the Gophers. McKinney with a good job, Marcus McKinney. Down the lane, puts up his shot, rolls around, doesn't go, so he'll go to the line shooting 2. McKinney at the line shooting 2, he has 6 in the game.
Number 20, Jacob Brown, his third personal foul.
And Jacob Brown for the Pioneers picks up his 3rd. And McKinney misses the first. So Brown with 3, Riddle with 3. Each team with player 3 fouls. The second shot goes, wow. McKinney hit back iron on the first, front iron on the second. Rebound underneath, stripped away. Pioneers come down with it. Ramirez down the lane, scoops, up and in.
Marcos Ramirez.
Ramirez with 12, 31-25. Nice scoop shot. Riddle dishes it underneath, up and in. Gilkey with the bucket.
Nate Gilkey.
Gilkey with 4 in the game. The lead goes back to 8, 33-25. Pull up, shot, drops in.
Gabe Piles for 2.
Gabe Piles with the bucket. He has 4 in the game. 33-27. There we go. McKinney gets a shot from the free throw line. He had missed 2 free throws from there, but hits the bucket. 8 in the game for McKinney. Lead is 8. I think McKinney wanted to shoot a shot right there since he missed those 2 free throws. Stolen away. Riddle on the steal. Underneath. White. Oh, White too far underneath. Put up a shot. Didn't go. He just was too far ahead. Blocked. Brown got up a shot. It was blocked by Gilkey. Here come the Gophers right back. Alexander 3. A long 3.
3 points. RJ Alexander.
And that's Alexander's first bucket in the game. He has 3. Now the lead is 11. 38-27. Timeout on the court. (29-23) was the score at the half. Since then, Gophers have outscored the Pioneers 9-4.
The drawing will be held at the end of the third quarter. Tickets are $1 for tickets, $5 for 6 tickets. Get your chance of winning half the prize and support Sandy Athletics.
All right, both teams back out on the court. Riddle with 3 personal fouls for Gresham. Brown with 3 personal fouls for the Pioneers. Pioneers. Jake Dunham. Got to get the ball over the timeline. Ramirez does. Drives down the lane, puts up a shot. Doesn't go. Gilkey with a rebound. Gophers. Pippa White inside. Scoops. Hits the bottom of the rim. Foul though. Pippa White will go to the line.
Fouls on number 5, Hunter Dunham. His first personal foul.
The foul is on number 5, Hunter Dunham.
Line. Shooting 2 for the Gophers. Isaiah Pippa White.
Isaiah Pippa White at the line, shooting 2. First shot on the way, Pippa White gets that. Pippa White now 6 of 7 at the line. 14 points in the game. Make it 15. That's the biggest lead of the game. At 13, it is 40-27. Four minutes left to go in the third quarter. That's going to be a reaching in foul. It'll be on RJ Alexander. His second.
RJ Alexander, his second personal foul.
Pippa White leads all scorers with 15. Ramirez has 12 for Sandy. With the ball, sends it ahead. It's a foul on Sandy.
Jake Dunham, his first.
Foul is on Jake Dunham, his first. That's 3 team fouls on the Pioneers, 2 on the Gophers. Gophers with the ball. McKinney dribbles behind his back in the lane, dishes it underneath. Gilkey going to send it way back out on top. Pippa White. Going to take a long 3. Yes. Buried that.
Pippa White for 3.
18 in the game for White. The lead is now 16. 43-27. Blocked, a shot in the corner. Jake Dunham, and it was blocked by Gilkey. Pioneers need to get this back single digits. They don't want to lose contact with the Gophers. Shot for 3. Oh, front iron, but the putback, that goes. Nice play by Lathan Thompson. His first bucket in the game. 43-29. Pippa White lobs it underneath. Gilkey down low. Loses the ball, gets it back, sends it inside. Taken away by the Pioneers. Dunham. Need a basket right here. Ramirez, 12 in the game. Ball loose on the floor, manages to save it. That ball taken away, ahead to Pippa White, slammed it. 20 in the game for Pippa White. 45-29, each side with the dunk now. Brown with one for the Pioneers. Pippa White with that one for the Gophers. Going to be a foul on the Gophers.
Fouls on number 11.
Foul is on
Nate
Gilkey.
His second personal foul. Number 4, Wayne Zimmerman.
Wayne Zimmerman checks back in for the Pioneers. 45-29.
Ulysses Gutierrez Guzman.
Gilkey takes a seat. Gutierrez gets Guzman in. Down low, puts up a shot, short. That was Thompson. Here come the Gophers right back. Pull up from the free throw line, short. McKinney missed that one. Boy, Gophers pressuring on defense. Thompson traveled. Ran into a defender and then traveled. Gopher ball, 1:33 left in the third.
Jacob Brown.
Gophers have outscored Pioneers in this third quarter, 16-6. McKinney cuts through the lane, didn't get him the ball. Inside, the shot, the floater, and Riddle gets in the double figures. He has 10 in the game. 47-29. Ramirez in the lane and fouled from behind. Ramirez got into the lane, turned around, was under pressure, got fouled from behind though. He'll go to the line.
Fouls on number 22, R.J. Alexander, his third personal foul.
Foul is on R.J. Alexander, his third. So now Alexander and Riddle each with 3 personal fouls for the Gophers. The inbound, Ramirez. Ramirez guarded by Pippa White. Out to Jacob Brown. Brown tipped the ball away. Gophers tipped it away. Brown loses control. It goes out of bounds. Be Gopher ball. 34 seconds in the third. Pippa White takes his hand and wipes off the bottoms of his shoes. Looks up at the clock. It says 25 seconds. And he's dribbling out on top. 15 seconds. Now the referee starts to count. He's going to have to move the ball. Down the lane, they let him go, lays it in. Pippa White with 22 in the game. 1 second. The shot, no, doesn't go. That's the end of the third quarter. Our score here at the end of 3, it is Gresham 49, Sandy 29, a 20-point lead. Scoring in the third quarter, Gresham 20, Sandy 6. Open up that big lead now at 20. It was a 6-point lead at the end of the half. Now with that 14-point difference in the third quarter, our lead is up to 20. Leading scorers in the game for the Gresham Gophers, Isaiah Pippa White has 22, 11 in each half so far. 10 in the game for Scotty Riddle and 8 for Marcus McKinney. For the Sandy Pioneers, 12 for Marcos Ramirez and 8 for Jacob Brown. Both these teams 2-1 in Mount Hood Conference action. The winner tonight will come out with a 3-1 record, be still in the hunt. Actually, all the teams are in the hunt. Mount Hood Conference is so tough this year. 5 teams in the top 15. Clackamas at 6, Barlow at 7, Gresham at 8, Central Catholic at 10, and Sandy at 15. All right, we're underway. Fourth quarter underway. Marcos Ramirez with the ball. Picked up by R.J. Alexander. Alexander with 3 personal fouls. Him and Riddle both. Underneath, puts up a shot, short, rebound, gets his own rebound, puts that back up and in. Ramirez gets the bucket and gets a chance to go to the line, a chance for and 1. 14 in the game for Ramirez, chance for a 3-point play, 49-31. Marcos Ramirez did a great job of staying with that. Ramirez, 3-point play, 15 in the game, and the lead is 17, 49-32. Marcus McKinney. Riddle underneath, and a foul underneath there. That is Ulysses Gutierrez Guzman. He bounced the ball, faked going up. Defender came over his back. That's not a shooting foul. The foul is on Wayne Zimmerman, his first. Lobbed in. Pioneers get that. Here comes Ramirez down the lane. Blocked from behind. R.J. Alexander blocks that. Pioneers will inbound the ball under the bucket and send it out. That's knocked out of bounds. That goes out of bounds off of Ramirez. Tipped. Ramirez touched it. It went out of bounds. It'll be go for ball. Alexander dishes it off on the side, and we had a whistle. Foul. Foul is going to be on the Pioneers. It's going to be on Jake Dunham. His second personal foul. Each team with 5 team fouls. Pippa Weidel inbounder right in front of us. Guarded by Ramirez. Pippa White down the lane. Dishes off on the side. McKinney, the pull-up jumper. Front iron. Rebound. Brown. Jacob Brown pulls that ball down away from everybody. Great strength inside. Ramirez. Nice move. Gets a shot up. Ramirez. 17 in the game for Ramirez, and the lead goes to 15. It was 20. Pippa White directing traffic. R.J. Alexander from the free throw line banked it in. Alexander with 5, all in the second half. 51-34. Brown down low, turns around. Oh, back iron. Ball loose on the floor, though. Picked up. Rebound. Ramirez works his way in and gets a bucket. Ramirez now with 19 in the game. And the lead back to 15, 51-36. Pippa White. Riddle. Oh, blocked from behind. Great play that time by Wayne Zimmerman. Zimmerman came from behind and just swatted that ball away out of bounds. Gophers will inbound the ball. Cooper Myers checks in. Down low, they'll go in the corner. This is Riddle, works his way inside. Didn't get far enough on that shot. Kind of up in the air. So not really a rebound because it didn't go up and hit anything. Ramirez picked up by Riddle. Ramirez spins, puts that up and in. 21 in the game for Ramirez. Wow. Now the lead's down to 13. It was 20. Down the lane, up and in for Pippa White. 24 in the game for White. 21 in the game for Ramirez. Inside, that shot doesn't go. Fight for the rebound inside. Gophers come down with it. McKinney, he's got Alexander on wing. No, goes underneath and lays it up and in. That's Gutierrez Guzman. He's got 4 in the game. 55-38. Ramirez takes a break, now puts up a shot. No, doesn't go. Rebound though, Pioneers, ball loose on the floor. And Pippa White comes up with it. Dribbles between a couple of players and going to be a foul. Each team with 5 team fouls. I believe that's going to be number 6 on the Pioneers. Foul is on number 13, Carson Riley, his first. Pioneers have 15 points here in the second half, and 11 of them are by Marcos Ramirez. Underneath, reverse layup. Oh, too hard, doesn't go. McKinney put it up, goes out of bounds off the Gophers. Pioneers will inbound the ball under the bucket. Carson Riley into Cooper Myers. I'm sorry, it's Ramirez. It's 10, not 11. 3:55 left to go in the game. Down low, turnaround, drops in. Jacob Brown, his first bucket of the second half, and he's in double figures. He has 10. Lead again is 15, 55-40. Out on top, R.J. Alexander lets it fly. Too hard, rebound, Pippa White up, rolls in. Big hops that time from Pippa White. Timeout. 3:24 left to go in this one. Gresham with a 17-point lead, 57-40.
Half the pot for this evening's drawing is $143. Are you the lucky winner?
26 in the game for Pippa White.
Tonight's lucky number, it's a green ticket.
21 in the game for Marcos Ramirez.
7-8-4-2-8. If you are the lucky winner, please come down to the scores table and collect your $143. Thank you all for supporting Sandy basketball.
Let's see, we'll look up at the board. 3 personal fouls for Alexander for the Gophers.
Again,
3 personal fouls for Riddle.
4,
For
2,
the
8.
Sandy Pioneers, Jacob Brown with 3. Gophers have 2 players in double figures, 26 for White, 10 for Riddle, 8 from Marcus
Tonight's
McKinney.
winner
Double figures for the
was Bill
Pioneers,
Miller, and he
21 for
generously
Ramirez
donated
and 10 for Brown.
$143 back to Sandy High School basketball. Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Here we go, Marcos Ramirez. Picked up by Alexander as he comes over the timeline. Underneath, Brown, yes. Back-to-back buckets by Jacob Brown. He has 12. The lead back down to 15. Marcus McKinney back out on top. Pippa White runs the offense from out there on top. Gets a screen, starts down the lane, dishes off. McKinney traveled, I believe. Yes, he did. Took an extra step there. It was a nice pass and a feed by Pippa White, but McKinney took one too many steps. Brown again, down low. Turnaround jumper, short. Tipped inside, Brown gets it back, puts it up and in. 3 straight buckets for Brown. 14 in the game, the lead is 13. Remember, it was 20. Down the lane, outside. Pippa White for 3, a long way. Oh, in and out. Went in the top, didn't come out the bottom. Ball loose on the floor. And let's see what the call is going to be here. I'm not sure if this is a foul or a jump ball. No, it's a foul. It's going to be a foul on McKinney.
Fouls on number 13, Carson Riley.
No, not 13 on Gresham. It's 13 on Sandy. Carson Riley.
1-1 for the Gophers. Marcus McKinney.
We're in the bonus, so McKinney at the line shooting the 1-1. Marcus has 8 in the game. Chance for him to get into double figures. Remember the last time he missed both, he missed that one. He's missed 3 free throws in a row. Ramirez is going to be fouled from behind by McKinney.
Fouls on number 13, Marcus McKinney, his second personal
Foul is on McKinney, his second. We're not in the bonus yet. One more and we will be. 2 minutes left to go in the game. 13-point lead for the Gophers. Boy, Brown's been successful. He's got his hand up in the air. He wants the ball. That pass stolen. Stolen right back and stolen again. And Pippa White goes down the lane, puts up a shot and fouled. It was stolen, stolen again, stolen right back. 3 steals in the stretch of about 5 seconds. Inbound to Pippa White, lobs it underneath McKinney. And that pass stolen away again. Here comes Brown, inside, lays it off the glass, doesn't go. Thought he might stuff that, but he elected to lay it off the glass. Big shot from outside, that doesn't go. R.J. Alexander, 123, there's a whistle. Some reckless play by both teams up and down there.
Fouls on number 15, Ryan Radford, his first personal foul.
Foul is on number 15 of the Gophers, Ryan Radford, the senior. At the line, Carson Riley.
Carson Riley.
Shot doesn't go, rebound Gophers. Riddle off on the side. I had to look back. I thought, what's Gresham doing with only 4 players? I looked back underneath the basket, and there's a Gopher player laying down. We have a Gopher player who's down. So I'll recap where we are. There's 1:09 left to go in the game here. Gophers lead 57-44. $17 fouls on each team. The Gopher player is going to get up. It is, I believe it's Pippa White. Let me make sure. And he's kind of limping just a little bit. It is Isaiah Pippa White. 26 points of the game. Action came down here. I was watching the action, and I thought Gresham only has 4 players. And then Coach Lockhart came out on the court. Then I looked down underneath the basket. Pippa White was laying down there.
Number 14, Jameer Phillips.
Jameer Phillips checks in for the Gophers. The lead is 13, 57-44. Gophers will inbound the ball. A whistle. Gophers going to go to the line.
Number 1, Lathan Thompson, his second personal foul.
Foul is on Lathan Thompson.
31-1 for the Gophers.
His second.
Scotty Riddle.
At the line, Scotty Riddle. Riddle with 10 in the game. So Riddle at the line, 10 in the game. And Pibble White checks back in, must be okay. He was favoring a foot as he came off, but he looks okay right now. Wants to play, first free throw, that goes. Riddle with 11 in the game, the lead's 14, 58-44. 1:09 left to go. Second shot on the way, iron. Pioneers trail by 14, 1:05 left to go. Ramirez, shot from outside for three, in and out. Pioneers get the rebound though. Ramirez still with the ball, spins on the dribble, spins again. Down low, puts up a shot up and in.
Marcos Ramirez.
Ramirez with 23 in the game. 45 seconds, the lead is 13. I'm sorry, the lead is 12, 56-48. Traveling on the Gophers. Quickly, Pioneers bring it up, and there's a foul. Foul is going to be, I believe, on Alexander. If it is, that's his fourth. It is.
R.J. Alexander, his fourth personal foul.
R.J. Alexander with 4. He'll stay in. 36 seconds left to go in this game. Ramirez hit a couple of free throws here, and the lead will be 10. It'll be cut in half from when it was 20 at the end of the third quarter. Great moxie on the part of the Pioneers. First shot on the way. Oh, in and out.
Lane violation, Pioneers.
And a lane violation on the Pioneers. On that shot was a lane violation. Gophers with the ball. Quickly down court, dribbles it off his foot. Ball loose on the ground, picked up by the Pioneers. Quickly ahead, Zimmerman lays it up and in. First bucket of the game for Zimmerman. The lead is 10, 58-48, 19 seconds. Pibble White triple teamed. Underneath, wide open, Gilkey puts it up and in. 8 seconds, 60-48, 12 point. There's Ramirez with a 3, air ball. That'll stop the clock, 2 seconds. Two seconds, Gophers just got to throw the ball in. They do. There's the horn, that's the end of the game. Our final score here.
Final score, Sandy 48, Gresham 60.
Gresham 60, Sandy 48. Pioneers outscore the Gophers there in the fourth quarter, 19-11. Let me give you the scoring quarter by quarter. It was 16-15, Gresham by 1 at the end of 1. At the half, it was Gresham 29-23 after they outscored Sandy in the second quarter, 13-8. Big third quarter for the Gophers. In the fourth quarter, they outscored the Pioneers 20-6. That was their 20-point lead at 49-29, and then Pioneers outscore the Gophers in the fourth quarter 19-11 to get us to 60-48. So Gresham outscores Sandy in the second half 31-25. Let me give you the individual scoring in the game. We'll start with the Gresham Gophers. Ulysses Gutierrez Guzman with 4 in the game, 2 in each half. 6 in the game for Nate Gilkey. 8 in the game for Marcus McKinney. 5 in the game for R.J. Alexander, all in the second half. 11 in the game for Scotty Riddle, and 26 in the game for Isaiah Pibble-White. He had 11 in the first half, 15 in the second half. So for the Gophers, 26 Pibble-White, 11 Riddle, 8 McKinney, 6 Gilkey, 5 Alexander, and 4 Gutierrez Guzman. For the Sandy Pioneers, Lathan Thompson with 2, Gabe Piles with 4, Jake Dunham with 3, Wayne Zimmerman with 2, 23 in the game for Marco Ramirez, including 10 in the first half, 13 in the second half, and 14 in the game for Jacob Brown. He had those 3 quick baskets at the end. So 23 for Ramirez, 14 for Jacob Brown, 4 for Piles, 3 for Jake Dunham, 2 for Wayne Zimmerman, and 2 for Lathan Thompson. A big win for the Gresham Gophers. They now go to 11-3, and they are 3-1 in Mount Hood Conference action. The Sandy Pioneers, they are also now 11-3, but they are 2-2 in Mount Hood Conference action. Big win tonight for the Gresham Gophers. All right, we got some people we want to thank tonight. Want to thank Sandy High School, their athletic department, Garrett Lubert. Want to thank both head coaches for their assistance tonight before we started the game. Head coach Paul Henderson for the Sandy Pioneers, head coach Corey Lockhart for the Gresham Gophers. Want to thank some of the people here at Sandy High School, some of the sponsors who make this all possible. Want to thank PDX Sliders, the restaurant, Oswego Mortgage, and Fowler Architect. Our crew tonight, it is our producer Ryan Johnson, our engineer is Alva Myers, our director or electrical engineer, they're back there, it is Steve Roberts. I'm Dave Hall. I want to remind you, we are Oregon Sports Beat. Go to our website, OregonSportsBeat.com. You can find our schedule. We have a number of exciting games still coming up. You can see what games we have. You can get the time. And if you can't make it to those games, join us here on OregonSportsBeat.com. Thanks for joining us at Sandy High School. I'm Dave Hall. Our final score in Mount Hood Conference action, it is the Gresham Gophers 60, the Sandy Pioneers 48. Good night, everybody.